Welcome to the interview series from the ImAgE-D Doctoral Network. And today we have Shambhavi with us. She is from the University of Münster, and I believe she's in the last year of her PhD. So it's been a while since your last interview, I hear. How have you been since then?
Thank you for the introduction. And I've been well, doing well. From learning techniques to eventually starting to think like a scientist, it has been an enriching journey, I would be honest.
Okay, good to know. So how would you describe your everyday life as a doctoral candidate?
So like an average ordinary morning is bustling at the institute. We begin with planning, and it could progress into active bench work, or it could be a very quiet day with intense mental work, intense reading, intense planning, because those are, I think, the most crucial steps. I think it's not about just busy schedules, but more of a thoughtful decisiveness with the stuff. So the latter ones are the more critical ones, where you're just glued to your screen.
Okay, seems tough. So could you tell me briefly about your project? How is your PhD journey, and what are the scientific projects that you are dealing with right now?
So I'm working on the peritoneal cavity drainage, a cavity that houses multiple, umpteen number of organs: liver, kidneys, intestines, gut, uterus, etc., etc., etc. So now, if the cavity is so enriched, it is very likely to have a high risk of secondary pathophysiologies. So therefore, I'm trying to understand the drainage. And the drainage I understand through a circulatory system which is much less explored, and it's called as the lymphatic system. Okay. And I'm glad that the system is finally getting its due, and it's an emerging field just as we talk.
Okay. So I wonder if you had to take any particular courses to learn more about your topic, and if those courses are supporting this PhD journey, or have you planned anything for the future?
So in University of Münster, we have a local graduate school. It's called SimImpress. It's in collaboration with the Max Planck Society. So we have quite a regime for regular workshops, and both science and science communication related. For instance, I have had biostatistics courses, I've had image processing and analysis courses, and also we've also been taught like the art of disseminating your science. So for example, like how to present a poster, how to prepare one. Like I was a real novice in that field, so it was quite like a wholesome, I would say, an approach in learning.
That's good to hear, and also this interview is kind of part of the dissemination, I would
Absolutely.
say, right? So seems they're a tough topic. So how do you normally approach towards work? What is your research process?
I would say it's not really something unheard of or unparalleled, but I'm an ardent believer of the fact that if we can work like a fox, we don't have to work like an ox. So in the layman terms, but failure is inevitable. But
I know that in your lab, failure is not an option, right?
Okay. I mean, in any lab, right? So failure, like any other research journey, is inevitable. But learning how to move on from that failure to immediate steps is, I think, a superpower that I think I'm kind of now beginning to garner within me.
Yeah, sure. So I know you're towards the end of this journey, so you must have some nice results. And is there anything that you would like to share with us in particular that you are proud of? Any achievements that you would like to share with us?
So I would not say that I'm, like, maybe proud would not be a word, but maybe using synonymously another word. Something that thrilled me was that we are an imaging consortium, right? So one of my images that I generated in the lab was selected by and was recognized in a competition of photomicroscopy, which is conducted by Nikon, the company, where it receives, it's a very popular one, and it receives global entries. So having scored a spot there was quite encouraging. And also, I am sure that anybody from the scientific community would know what Gordon conferences are. So I had a great opportunity to be there, learn directly, exchange directly with the stalwarts in the field. So I would say that was exciting and enthralling. But for the part
and
of being,
year it was in Italy.
Yeah, it was in Italy.
From
yeah,
where I come
that's
from,
a cherry.
so
Yes.
I guess.
So basically, I would say that in a nutshell, the best is yet to come. So
Okay, that's nice to hear. So we are almost towards the end of our interview, let's say. So as a final question, I would like to know, what are your future plans? Like, did you set any specific milestones that you would like to achieve before the end of this journey, let's say, and what are your future plans in general?
I think it's going to be the most template answer you hear ever.
That's fine.
Yeah, so of course, firstly to take back the flight and complete my experiments and consolidate my work into a very cohesive model and integrate my findings into a good publication and write a dissertation which will not just help me earn the title but also shape future directions, so to say. That's the plan.
It's just like also completing the whole journey.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Thank you so
nothing
much,
really.
and good luck for whatever you choose to do afterwards.
Thank
you
you.
so much.